Really not really into sitting on your face because I'm worried I'm gonna like squish you because I'm like self-conscious about my weight. Tee hee hee. Today is the day. And then right as you do it, just like lay your egg. Vex, your birthday's tomorrow? Stop. If you want me to, you can remind me tomorrow and I will sing you happy birthday because I'm obnoxious and must. But also, if you deeply don't want it, I won't force it. Can you imagine just being like, yeah, give me some of that. Oh, what the fuck? Is that a... And then you hear like a... Suddenly you're a father. You're welcome. I hope that stays with you the next time you stroke your junk. You sinful nasties. You need some Jesus. Fuck me, no! Ah! We've made it so far. Oh my jeebuses. Help! No! Mom says your touches are too much. Ah! Ah! What in the fart? Oh my, I'm living in a hell. This is hell. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, oh my God, Jesus Christ, help, help. Fuck you. Suck my ass, that was intense. I'm better now. Whoa! Stroke thine Johnny. Pet it like a nice kitty. I don't know. Do what you wish. My mom used to think she was younger. When she was younger, you could get pregnant from hugs. So did my mom, no shit. She told me that my two aunts, who are older than her, they're twins, they were actually raised in like a nunnery Catholic orphanage. Not Catholic orphanage, Catholic parochial school. My mom went to a Catholic parochial school where you actually got to go home at the end of the day. You didn't have to stay with the nuns. And no shit, they taught my aunts, and to the day they both got married like straight out of high school, you know, like as you do back in the whatever 50s or 40s or something. They didn't know what sex was. They thought you got pregnant by sitting on someone's lap. No shit. So literally the day they got their periods and they told my Nana was like, guess we don't go to Santa anymore. I'm shitting you not. Crazy. Religion, not even thrice. Not a thricening. Shit is wild. Wild. And doesn't sound like a good time. Thank you for those balmy things. Ooh, danger. Ooh. Chickens arrived in the Middle East, starting with Iran in 3900 BC, followed by Turkey and Syria 2400 to 2000 BCE, and into Jordan by 1200 BCE. Source, a Google resort of some kind. This supports the theory that Jesus liked eggs. I'm going to be honest. I find a hard time trusting anyone who doesn't, like, enjoy an egg. I understand people allergic to them, but, like, there's at least one way to enjoy an egg. Like, do you like cake? You like eggs. Get out. Fuck me. Wrong way. Shit. Balls. Dicks. Fuck. Eggs are amazing. Robo, I think I've told you guys this. But when I was vegan back in college for a bit, the one food that I had hot, weird fantasies about was eggs. Like, I would literally have wet dreams about, like, cutting into a runny, easy over, just fried egg. And I'd wake up, like, sweaty, like, I like eggs. Like, it was weird. It's very bizarre. That was the one. Like, I eat whatever I want now. I eat mostly vegetarian because it just makes me feel better. But if I want a steak, I eat a fucking steak. Everybody loves steak, but I dreamt about eggs. Oh my Jesus, everything changed color. What kind of desk are you? No! Violence! Rude. It took me way too long to like eggs because nobody salts them. Oh my God, you have to salt and pepper your eggs. What the fuck? No, that's just weird. I get that, though. There's a lot of foods in my life that I didn't enjoy or seek out until I was an adult when I learned how to cook them correctly, like Brussels sprouts. I know I've talked about that before, but my mom would boil them whole, like, and just smother them in butter. Like, that was the only way she was taught to make them. And then I learned, cut them in half, smother them in, like, olive oil and shit, and roast them in a pan and make them crispy. Holy fucking shit. They're super tasty. A lot of foods like that. Spice, motherfucker. And that's the thing. My mom hates spice. Anything spicy, any kind of, like, to her, like, black pepper is kind of hot, like one of those palates. So I was just raised on bland as fuck food. I'm grateful to have my own spice cupboard, and Zach likes spice and salt. We have MSG on the fucking back of the stove. I like flavor, man. Let me just boil. Oh, exactly. Oh, no. Would you like some mush with your mush? Would you like also some more mush with your mush? 100% tragically. It took me a really long time to understand why people blanch some veggies to like hold that green color. But man, boiling them, totally different. Not even Sporty Spice. She's not even good as a fancy sport. Dude, it's all about Ginger Spice. We know what's up. Pocket sniffs at the scorch mark and recoils uncertainly. Meow. What? A specific salt herbs combo that I sprinkle on eggs and it's glorious. I'm a big fan of hot sauce on eggs. Like, I salt and pepper, and sometimes I'll do maybe something else if I'm feeling fancy, like garlic salt or something, but hot sauce on eggs is just perfect. The trick of using a pot lid and a bit of water to cook an egg sunny side up. Yes, I learned that as well. It like steams the top of it so you don't get wiggly whites. I fucking hate wiggly whites. I will not touch an egg with a wiggly white. Like, that shit is just not my jam. Have fap to Ginger Spice. Everybody has. Even if you haven't known you have, you have. She tells you what she wants, what she really, really wants. Tell you what I want. I want to really, really, really want to. You know what I'm saying? She tells you what's up. Everybody loves her. Anyways, careful of broken glass. Mew. Pocket sniffs at a shard of glass nearby and startles backwards. Before you blink. Before you can blink, he's turned into a weapon form. Thank fuck. I had a crush on all of them, to be honest. I could never, like, I had so many friends that were like, I really like Baby Spice. I really like Sporty Spice. I really like Scary Spice. And I was like, how do you pick? They're so hot. I don't know what to do here. They're prettier than any of us will ever even dream of being. Like, stop. Can any of us pull off a gold tooth? No. And here's Sporty Spice, like, look at my perfect teeth and my gold tooth. I don't know. It's just like, yeah, why choose? Exactly. They were a girl group for a reason. I love them all equally. I have no idea. They're wonderful. That being said, I heard Eddie Murphy had like an affair with Scary Spice and had a baby. I've always wanted to see how beautiful that child would be. Sniff. We've got so much aether. I'm very excited. We're cheersing? Wait, where do we? Cheers. Cheers. 3 more hours? Fuck yeah. Cheers to that. Wait, where's my? Yeah. Cheers. I'm trying to toast this fucking base in my bowl because it's all like resiny gammed. Wow. Just stop. Holy shit. I mean, they all wore, like, basically bikini tops. Like, who wasn't busty? At a certain point, they were all wearing, like, those baggy Adidas tear-offs and, like... You know what I'm saying? I was looking for nipple. I know you were. Scary Spice will always be the biggest pimp of them. She was able to stay popular and get a kid from Eddie Murphy. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if any... I think Ginger Spice, you know, went on to be in my Spank Bang forever. Were they? I couldn't see. I knew Ginger was, but I couldn't remember if Scary was, or if she just wore those really, really tight, you know, bandeau kind of things that cause amazing cleavage, like a sports bra. It's an illusion. Do I use a screen? I don't. Vissy actually got me this really, really cool bowl that basically has a glass screen built in, and I take really, really good care of it because I'm obsessed. It's amazing. I don't need one because it has it built in. It's like many, many little holes. But I tend to sometimes not totally clean it and repack it, and it gets like that just jammed up right there. So I got to burn it all the way to the down to it and basically like smoke that, which will get me very high. They do have careers still in the UK. That's awesome. Ginger Baby and Sporty. I wonder what Scary does. Sporty. Well, no, not Sporty. It was Posh Spice became Victoria Beckham, right? Wasn't it Posh? Posh Spice is Victoria Beckham. And I think she, like, has her own makeup line and stuff. Clothing line, something like that. If I'm not incorrect. It's been a while, but I'm pretty sure she's done pretty darn well for herself. Yeah, and she married David Beckham. I think they're still married. They've got a couple kids together, which in terms of celebrity marriages, that is, like, eons. No shit. Is also with the F1 Red Bull team manager. No shit. I didn't know that. That's amazing. I used to be so obsessed with Spice Girls. It's just cool hearing that they're, like, doing well, you know, and not, like, oh man, I heard about, there's just so many, not to bring anything specific because it's sad, but there's so many sad celebrity like tragedies and deaths and stuff, and they're so depressed. And I hear about all these stars that I was, idolized as kids, and really they were miserable and hated their lives. And you're like, no, that's so sad to hear. But also, I'm glad that they can like speak their truth. I know. That's what I meant by she's in my spank bank forever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, she always was, but yeah. Yeah. That was a really hot hit. Spice Girls never did it for me, mostly because Chav Girls pick up the look and ruined it right after. And see, as an American, like that, when the Spice Girls were popular here, at least for my age, what was it, like was it like most of the late 90s, like 95 on, I think? Fuck, it's been a while. Most of the fashion was like looking like your parents as a hippie in the 70s. Like that's when bell bottoms came back and girls were wearing headbands. And like every t-shirt said like 75 in like a really rough looking print that looked aged but was $25 at JCPenney or something like that. And so the fashion of the Spice Girls didn't really pick up, like the platforms, except the platforms. Sorry, that's what I meant to say, except the platforms, because that was already part of like this 70s thing that was like birthing over here. It was very odd. Like people would draw little flowers on their face, and I don't know. It was like everyone was digging in their parents' closets trying to find these 70s clothes. My parents were older than anyone else's, so my parents didn't have clothes from the 70s. Although I did find a strange, like, I thought it was a bikini bottom, but later in life realized it was a pair of underwear that had like a fuzzy cat on the front. My parents were nasty, yo. Nothing. Boring. Oh no. Help! What the fuck? Are those like little stoves? That's not a desk. That's like an oven. What are you? What are you? What are those? I can't wait to figure out what we're afraid of here. Literally, it was like black, like, I think it was feathers. Excuse me. Wow. Feathers. But it was like a little pussy face on the front V. And it was like, there was another pair right next to it that were gray and fuzzy, but had an elephant trunk, and that it was like space for a penis. But I was like 5, and I was like, what is that? Okay. I figured it out. No. I almost used a health instead. I figured it out, if that's not apparent. Fuzzy pussy. My grandparents were nasty too. I found, and I wasn't like a Snoopy kid, literally. I was taking a bath. My grandparents had like this huge, beautiful bathroom, carpeted, Pepto-Bismol pink, because that was the thing. But they had a huge like jacuzzi tub, also Pepto-Bismol pink with brass fittings. But it had jacuzzi jets. And so whenever me and my sister went over there, we'd always be like, can we take a bath? We'd put our little bathing suits on and sit in the bathtub and put bubbles in it and then set the jets on. And the bubbles would like literally like take over the bathroom. It was amazing. And so we were trying to clean them up, and I was looking in the cupboards under the sinks right next to the bathtub. And there was like these 2 cups. Like, you remember those big plastic cups with like a kinky white straw that would come out of the top? But one was a dick, and one was like a big long boob. It was weird. I come from a weird line. Sigh. Did my cat just sigh at me? Do cats sigh? Ooh, sweet and sour chicken. Wait. Sweet and sour chicken, boiled rice, 2 spring rolls, prawn crackers, soy sauce. Fuck, that sounds so good. That is one thing I deeply, deeply miss about being literally almost anywhere else in the world that you get a Chinese is prawn crackers. They don't exist here. Maybe sometimes on the East Coast, but you have to like, if you're getting Chinese and you want prawn crackers, you got to go to the store and pick up a bag of prawn crackers from like probably like an Asian market, or like what some people in different places call like an immigrant market or something like that. Bitch, no. We have to go and get that. Like, they just don't exist. It's not a thing. Oh, yeah. Indian places around here don't have pompadums. Is that what they're called? They're those little, like, crispy, deep-fried bowls that you, like, just either munch into or dip into sauces and stuff. We don't have those. Those don't exist. So every time I go to London to visit my friends, I'm like, can we get Indian every night forever? And Chinese. Like, I try to eat all the food because it's just, like, we have the basics. Like, your chicken korma is our chicken korma. Your buttered chicken is our buttered chicken. But you got those good shits that's only going to come from, families that probably come from the country that they're representing with their wonderful, culturally delicious food. And they know what's up. And over here, they don't do it. It sucks. No shit. I know my dogs sigh. Oh my god. Speaking of dogs sighing, I have to tell you guys this. Zach and I, after dinner last night, we decided to watch the new Puss in Boots movie. He actually he's not really into animation, doesn't really watch a lot of it with me, but this had such good ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. He was like, yeah, I want to watch this. And no spoilers, but there is a part where a dog slowly, gently lays its head on the belly of someone having an anxiety attack. And it is so painfully, like, real and disgustingly precious that both Zach and I started to choke on our own out loud crying. We were just both like, dogs, though. Why are they so perfect? Nobody knows. It's a mystery of the universe. Come here, you little stapler fuck. I keep jumping into the portals on accident. No, I want the glue. Give me that. I want to sniff it. Oh, the movie's actually, I think it's absolutely geared towards adults. There's literally entire scenes where a character portrayed as quite innocent, you know, in general, starts cussing every other word and they're bleeping it, like literal, like, in the show. You know what I'm saying? And there's some overt tones. Like, it's not hidden adult overt tones. This is for adults. That's the only reason but it was really good. Side note. It was real cute. I liked it a lot. Yeah, it was really, really good. I really liked Shrek. And there's like one or two little cameos. Not big famous ones. You're not going to see like Donkey or anything like that. But there's a cute few in there. If you've seen the Shrek movies, they give you a little like, ooh, I know you. Puss in Boots. Literally a branch off, like a spin-off from Shrek. It's Puss in Boots the character, voiced by Antonio Banderas, and Kitty Softpaws is voiced by Salma Hayek, I believe. There's a lot of famous actors in it. It was pretty. Zach and I are nerds, so we sit there and try to guess every voice while we watch it. Wait, if you had both penis and vagina and you stuck one inside the other, would it be masturbation or incest? Masturbation. It's not two people. I mean, no. I think that'd be masturbation. It's like sucking your own dick, right? It's just putting your dick... You could put your dick in your own butthole. Is that masturbation? Or is that... You know what I'm saying? Like butthole, vagina. It's just a hole to fuck. One can make babies if you're unlucky. Or if you want them. I don't. I've gotten lucky. It's fine. I recently found out that you call him pussy. Wait, who? I call who pussy? Who do I call pussy? I'd never bashed British food. I waited till I went, and most of the British food, like truly British, I went out and had like, you know, I had a Sunday roast. It was delicious. I had a full breakfast. Like I had my friends there take me and have the real stuff, not like touristy shit. And it was so fucking familiar to every single dinner I've ever grown up eating in my entire life. Like, it's pot roast. It's pot roast with potatoes and rolls. We had that at least a couple times a week as a kid because it was easy. It was like a crock pot thing. Like, it's so similar to like what I grew up as, just like basic. I'm sorry, my foot itches. I'm just itching the fuck out of my foot through my sock. It's just like basic American fare to me. There were a few things that were different. Like, obviously we have something called an apple turnover or popover or something that's similar to the Yorkshire puddings, but not exactly the same. And they're kind of a very special thing. You see them every once in a while, but they're a little weird to make. But other than that, like most of the truly British stuff I had was super similar, and I thought it was very tasty. It wasn't underspiced at all. You guys use more seasoning. Honestly, like I think you guys get bashed because you don't use as much salt as like America maybe or other places, but you fucking utilize the rest of the spice board in a way that we never do. You know what I'm saying? Like we're like salt, pepper. Look how fancy we are. Whereas like, you know, you guys, when you make sausage, it's got like spices in it, like parsley and I can't even name them. Green spices in the sausage meat, you know, within the casing or whatever, that adds to the meat flavor. That's not just like smothered in salt, which I kind of prefer. I like salt, but there's a time and a place. I really like blood sausage. I've never had a bad one. I don't know. It just tastes like sausage to me. People have said that before, like black pudding, blood sausage, what the fuck ever. My grandparents had it. My grandpa was like German Jew, escape. But we grew up with that. Like, I just thought it was sausage. It's just black 'cause it's got blood in it, and when you burn blood, it turns black. I didn't think it tasted weird. Do you not like it? I thought it was delicious, especially with eggs and shit, dude. Everything's better with eggs. Have a runny egg on that shit? Oh my god. It just tasted like sausage to me, but I don't know. Maybe I just didn't have a super bloody one. Oh, if it's done badly. And see, I could see that. The blood sausage I had was basically like what I assume was like a sausage loaf like this that they sliced into like half-centimeter rounds, and it had huge chunks of fat in it, as opposed to like little chunks all throughout it, and then they fried it. So that fat like rendered and then fried the two sides of it. Kind of the similar to the way that we serve like scrapple or something, or Spam. That's the way they cooked it, and it was so good because it was like crispy on the outside, but like cooked. Oh, my grandma had a lot of stories. I don't even, like, most of her stories, and I think this is because she was Irish, were very sad. Like, poor me, because she grew up in the orphanage. She was raised in the orphanage. Like, that's the most I remember about my Nana, raised in the orphanage. She was very bitter till her dying day that she was raised in an orphanage. That was a lot of it. But my grandma's mom was like an off-the-boat mail-order bride through the Catholic Church. Apparently, that if you were like an Irish Catholic in the States and you couldn't find a young, pretty wife, you could just like go to the church and be like, I'd like a young Irish wife, please. And they were like, okay, give us a few weeks. And one would show up at your door. That was my great-grandma. He impregnated her a few times and then abandoned her. So she couldn't afford to take care of her kids. So she had to put them all in the Irish Catholic orphanage. And she had to go work as a maid. And those were the stories I grew up with. They weren't fun. And my grandpas were like, we escaped the old country and lived on dirt for a very long time. Like, they were sad stories. A lot of sad. I love sage. Be safe, C-Town. It's based on the square sausage learned from Scotland. I honestly, if anyone tried to tell me that Wendy's invented the shape of anything, it'd be a hard sell for me. It'd be a hard sell for me. Yeah. Like, every single fast food joint you ever go to in America will claim that they have a special sauce that is a fry sauce or a special burger sauce, basically Good Burger sauce from Good Burger. It's just mayo, mustard, and maybe some relish. That's it. Maybe a Worcestershire if they're feeling spicy. That's it. It's the same thing every single place you go. But they'll all be like, it's our top secret fry sauce. You can't tell anyone. That's all it is. Maybe mayo. Mayo and ketchup's pretty frequent. Mayo, ketchup, relish. Pretty fucking... I mean, you can taste it. You can see it. It's not like I'm letting a secret out. I don't know any fucking secrets. It's just... You know, they charge more and... I think, honestly, it was when the culture of paying for sauces instead of just getting all the sauce you want when you pay for food. I think that's how they justified it. They're like, but it's our secret sauce. Bitch, you mix some mustard and mayonnaise. My fucking 2-year-old does that. That's what my mom would say. I don't have children. But we did. I need help. Help, Jesus. This is a terrifying time. I did. I am so fucking excited. Yes. I actually saw, was it on, not Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, I think. Was it? Fuck, I can't remember. Anyways, Keenan and Kel were on one of the late night shows I watch, and they actually sang the song. They sang Welcome to Good Burger, Home of the Good Burger, Can I Take Your... Well, they said that. And then they sang the I'm a dude, she's a dude. And I felt so fucking nostalgic. It was amazing. It was just, it made me happy in my sack. I don't know. I really like Good Burger. I don't fucking know. All the time, I still say shit like, who loves orange soda? Katie loves orange soda. I say it all the time. It's a very low percentage chance that anyone will get the reference or look at me in the eye after I say anything like that. But yeah, all that was fantastic. I think about all the other characters from that, honestly, all the time. Like Amanda Bynes. I actually heard Amanda Bynes lost her shit again recently, which is super sad. I hope she's able to get help. But the other people that were on it, I mean, basically Keenan and Kel came out of it, I think, from Good Burger. Like, that was their get the fuck out, and do their own thing kind of ticket to the world. But I don't think anyone else did that. And they were all funny. I used to love all that. My fashion sense came from all that. I definitely had a t-shirt with a big smiley face on it with X's for eyes because I was a badass. Soupy mac and cheese made me gag internally. Oh, I can't with that. Nope. Do you remember the episode when they accidentally made the cure for the common cold, but it was literally like a blender of like mayonnaise and mustard and sauce and soda and chicken wings? It was like the most... I can't. Thinking about it, because they literally, in the show, I think it was Keenan, filled a blender with everything you could think of, blended it up into this disgusting... Oh, I'm gonna vomit. Blended it up, and then Kel fucking chugged it, and his cold was cured, but they didn't write down what they put in it. So they were like, shit, we cured the common cold, but we don't know what's in it. Oh, it's making me, like, give me cold sweats thinking about it. It was so gross. I think they've talked about it multiple times, because he literally did that. He drank it. Like, I'm gonna vom. It's so that it was like the color of flesh. Like, it was like chunky flesh that when it came out, like the color. Oh, yeah. Amanda Bynes was found completely naked in LA 40 miles from her house. Oh, my God. That is heartbreaking. She's apparently been missing for 5 to 7 days, and she's short of came to. And she sort of came to and called 911 to get herself committed. Fucking thank fuck. That is so sad. I really hope she finds help. That's so sad. That sounds... I mean, have you seen... Dude, I mean, this wasn't recent. God, like 10 years ago? All of a sudden, all these pictures of her started surfacing all over the place. Where she was... I mean, I don't know how to explain it. A mental breakdown was happening. This has been going on for quite some time. But I thought she was getting help. Like, I think she was for a bit. I hope. It sounds like drugs. Does TMZ? Are they a fairly good source for that these days? Because I remember, I still have like a weird, like there's a fuzz on me. I still have this weird notion that TMZ is like trash in my head because they used to be, but now they're like, you know, I guess a source for that stuff. But no one deserves to lose their life to their mind. Our minds are such jerks sometimes. But yeah, just Google Amanda Bynes, then and now, something like that, and look at, I don't know how to explain it. She lost her, she was going, you know. It was not a healthy place. She hasn't been in a healthy place for a bit. I don't remember if they really said any of her official diagnoses or anything like that. Right, Glut? I know. And it's like, I know nowadays that, I think, you know what it is? I think it's because back in the day, they were known for buying, you know, personal pictures when it was big time paparazzi. They were the ones that people would go to. Like when paparazzi got a shot of like Britney Spears without her top on her own porch sunbathing, they went to TMZ because TMZ was usually pay top dollar for it. And then they'd go down. I think because of our, like, that's what we were, that's when TMZ, that's when that was implanted in my brain. That's still, like, the notion I have is, like, oh, they're shitty. But because that's not really a thing anymore, I don't know. Maybe they're better. TMZ is one of the most reliable sources for anything they print. Walter Cronkite, when asked what he would wish for, said, Harvey's sources, referring to Harvey Levin, the guy who runs TMZ. No shit. And they're really ethical now, too. That's what I've read that from many people. And I've heard that from many people, too. I don't know when that switch happened. But it's like never an instinct to go there. Because I just have this kind of like... But weren't they the ones that like showed us the film of Britney shaving her head when she had a breakdown? Like that was like fucked up, right? I know. I think is it almost time for a break? I know. You're nosing me like it is, Bill. But sometimes you're an ass. Is it? Yes, ma'am. Oh, absolutely. I mean, the media broke so many stars back then. It's disgusting. Or just like, and I think about like, Christina Aguilera. And there's some of these pop stars from when I was younger that were we idolized them. They were so beautiful. I mean, they still are beautiful, beautiful. Some of them are still wonderful people. But if you look at them now, the vast majority of them have literally filled their face almost to the point of unrecognition with fillers, and they've like gotten peeled and poked, and it's like, I'm not here to judge. Do what you need to do to feel good about yourself, but I can't help but wonder if that was like that era of media shit. Making them feel like shit about themselves. You know what I mean? Because there was a time when they still had privacy if they could hide their porch from someone with a camera. They confuse paparazzi with TMZ. Exactly. Honestly, yeah. That's what I meant, kind of. Like, it feels synonymous in my head. And I think maybe at one time, maybe at the very beginning, it kind of was, but it definitely isn't anymore. The paparazzi broke Britney, but the Paps are not the same thing as TMZ. True. But would the Paps do what they would do if no one was there to buy what they do? Paps sell it to people like TMZ, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm literally trying to figure it out in my head. That's just where I go. Like, if no one was there to buy the picture, would they take the picture? But I agree. I mean, paparazzi was still fucking, like, violent. I remember seeing pictures of, like, you know, famous, like, a celebrity just trying to get out of their car. And there'd be, you know, literally hundreds of people with cameras this long, this big, like, right in their face. And they were getting, like, slammed in the head with these cameras. I think that actually happened to Britney. Dude, correct me if I'm wrong. Did Britney Spears not get slammed in the head by someone's camera one time? And that's pop. Like, that's the paparazzi. Those are the paparazzi, correct? Seriously, I'm actually asking. I'm not trying to be a snot. I don't want to be stupid. It's my dream to not sound like a fucking idiot.